By developing a vigorous internal identity, we can confront difficulty with effortlessness, turning hindrances into stepping stones towards self-awareness. Developing this internal fortitude requires reliable exertion. It's about everyday decisions, little demonstrations of fortitude, and embracing difficulties as opportunities for development. It's tied in with looking for shrewdness, gaining from encounters, and understanding that each mishap is an example in disguise. As we sustain this strength inside, we not only prepare ourselves to weather life's tempests but also to cruise towards horizons we once thought inaccessible. Recollect, it's not the shortfall of difficulties that characterizes a satisfying life but the capacity to rise above them with enduring internal strength. Practice tolerance. Have you at any point watched a blossom sprout? It doesn't hurry to uncover its excellence. It takes as much time as necessary, unfurling petal by petal, uncovering its quality in its own wonderful second. Similar as that blossom, our lives also have a rhythm, a speed at which things are intended to occur. And similarly as the blossom doesn't hurry its sprout, we excessively should get familiar with the specialty of persistence. Each time you held a friend or family member's hand during a quiet second, wasn't the implicit bond felt more profoundly than words could convey? Marcus Aurelius, the indifferent head, once pondered, "Time is a waterway, a brutal ebb and flow of occasions, seen once and already conveyed past us, and another follows and is gone." This significant reflection reminds us that time, with its tenacious stream, conveys with it both difficulties and winds. Our anxiety frequently comes from a craving to control this stream, to rush the good and stay away from the terrible. Yet, true strength lies in grasping that we can't order the stream of time. However, we can pick how we navigate its waters. Tolerance isn't just about holding up, it's about holding up with object. It's about understanding that each second has its importance, regardless of whether it's not promptly clear. At the point when we practice persistence, we're not simply awaiting our opportunity, we're effectively getting ready, developing, and advancing. So when the right second shows up, we're prepared to embrace it completely. So the following time you get yourself becoming fretful, recollect the blossoming bloom and the streaming waterway. Get it that your second will come, and when it does, it will merit the wait. Understand what you have control over. Life's a piece like a turbulent night, thunder thunders, lightning strikes, and the breeze yells, attempting to knock you off your feet. You can't order the tempest to stop, nor might you at any point direct the way of the lightning. However, you can decide to light a flame, to track down haven, to hold tight to what keeps you grounded. There's no need to focus on controlling the tempest, but rather understanding what's inside your grip and what isn't. Epictetus, an unemotional mastermind from a long time ago, murmured a reality that still repeats today: we can't pick our outer conditions, but we can constantly pick how we answer them. It's a basic yet significant acknowledgement. We squander such a lot of energy worrying about things past our arrive at, things we can't change regardless of how diligently we attempt. Yet, imagine a scenario where rather we zeroed in on what we can impact, our responses, our feelings, our choices. These are the candles we can light against the dimness. So when life's storms rage, recollect this: you have the ability to pick. You can't stop the downpour or quiet the thunder, but you can conclude how you'll move in the downpour or whether you'll cringe from the commotion. Perceiving what's inside your control is freeing. It's the initial step towards not simply getting through life's storms, but flourishing in the midst of them. And as the sunrise breaks, you'll observe that the tempest wasn't the story, it was the manner by which you At any point, wound up gazing at the roof at 3 a.m., considering how to gather the strength for one more day? We've all been there to some degree. The greater part of us have those minutes when life feels like a steady tempest, and all you're searching for is a signal to direct you through. Well, you're in good company, and that is where apathy comes in, leading our ardent thank you. Our unemotional local area just crossed 50,000 endorsers. That is 50,000 or more spirits chasing shrewdness, strength, and a way ahead in these testing times. It's not only a number, it's a demonstration of our system quest for a superior life. Now, in the event that you're new here or haven't done it yet, hit that notice ringer and buy in. Why? Since we're going to plunge profound into 8 apathetic illustrations that have the power to change those hard days into stepping stones. As expected for the individuals who really look for the solidarity to persist through the hardest days, here's my challenge to you: watch this video to the end. Show yourself that you're genuinely devoted to pushing forward, even when circumstances become truly difficult. Do you acknowledge? We should start. Embrace the current moment. Stoics embrace the present. Life has an interesting approach to tossing curves at us. Sometimes it seems like we're shuffling a million things immediately, and the heaviness of the world is on our shoulders. Recall when you felt the heaviness of an approaching cutoff time or the sting of a new deplorability. Yet here is a mystery: the ability to survive these difficulties lies in the present moment. It's not difficult to lose all sense of direction in the concerns of tomorrow or the second thoughts of yesterday. Yet, the main second we really have control over is the one happening at present. Marcus Aurelius, Roman head and one of the most persuasive apathetic savants, once said, "You have power over your psyche, not external occasions." Understand this, and you will track down strength. This statement isn't simply an extravagant line of words, it's a source of inspiration. It reminds us that while we can't necessarily control what occurs around us, we have some control over how we respond. By zeroing in on the present, we can settle on decisions that line up with our values and, in doing so, discover a sense of reconciliation in the midst of the mayhem. So next time you get yourself overpowered, take a full breath and ground yourself in the current. Feel the air around you, pay attention to the sounds, and advise yourself that this second, right at this very moment, is where your power lies. By it, you're not simply embracing the present, you're flourishing to endure the hard days in them. As time passes, you're building flexibility, astuteness, and strength for whatever comes straight away. Decided to confront it. Practice appreciation. In the midst of the battles and hustle of our regular routines, it's really quite simple to concentrate on what we need, the botched opportunities, the things we want yet don't have, and the difficulties that appear to be inconceivable. However, there's a basic practice that can shift our viewpoint and carry light to even the haziest days: appreciation. By pausing for a minute to recognize the positive qualities in our lives, we not only track down happiness but also construct a groundwork of strength against life's storms. Seneca, a prestigious emotionless thinker, exquisitely expressed, "Genuine satisfaction is to partake in the present without restless reliance upon what's in store." This intelligence advises us that euphoria doesn't come from continuously needing all the more, yet from valuing what we as of now have. Whether it's the glow of a companion's grin, the solace of a home, or the straightforward joy of some tea, there's continuously something to be grateful for. Also, in some tea, maybe you can taste the recollections of chuckling shared with friends and family or the comfort it gives on a cool, forlorn evening. By perceiving these minutes and loving them, we develop an outlook that sees the silver lining in each cloud. Appreciation, anyway, isn't just about recognizing the good times, it's moreover about tracking down elegance in our battles. Each challenge we face is an amazing chance to develop, to learn, and to become more grounded. So whenever hard times arise, recollect to interruption and find something, regardless of how little, to be thankful for. This training won't change what is happening, yet it will change how you face it, and frequently that has a significant effect. Develop internal strength. Life's process is a lot like cruising on tremendous, capricious oceans. Every so often, they are quiet and tranquil, while others bring furious tempests that challenge our actual center. It's during these whirlwinds that our inward strength turns into our generally significant resource. This strength isn't about physical might, it's about the flexibility of the soul, the strength of the brain, and the fortitude of the heart. It's that calm murmur amidst disorder, encouraging us to hang on just a tad longer. Epictetus, an emotionless scholar of incredible prestige, once announced, "It's not what happens to you, but the way in which you respond to it that matters." These words act as a signal, directing us to comprehend that our responses, molded by our inward strength, characterize our excursion. Outside occasions, regardless of how overwhelming, have control over us provided that we award them that power.